Happy New Year! Ugh. Hey guys, it's me, Jeff Stone, with MagicReviewed.com. And contrary to popular and even wishful opinions, I am still here and still putting out videos. And I've been dealing with some haters on my channel lately. I don't know what that's all about, but you know what? I don't even care. Hate me, call me an amateur. What else have I been called? Somebody that has no experience in the magic world. A noob who gets excited over every little product. And if you've been following me at all, you know that's not true. How many times have I ripped apart a product because it was crap? So I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I just ban those people and I flag them as abusive and report them to YouTube. So I don't even care, man. I think it's funny. There was one guy that was just being a total a-hole, and I was half tempted to email all you guys, the loyal fans, that actually give a crap about the time I put into all this and appreciate what I do rather than slap me around and so forth. But I was going to send you guys an email to have you all attack this guy on YouTube, but I thought, no, that's, A, I shouldn't ask anybody to ever do that, and B, that's just too stupid to his level, being too childish. So I just tattled on him to YouTube and got him off the channel. Anyway, just know, I spend hours, guys, doing this stuff. Every week that I do a regular schedule of videos, it's about 40 hours a week. I do that on top of trying to provide a living for my family. I don't make any money from these videos that I'm doing at all, except for maybe, a few $100 a year on YouTube ads, and that's it. Most of you guys get that and you respect it and appreciate it. If you don't appreciate it and you don't like it, don't watch the channel, man. But don't come on the channel and be an a-hole. Anyway, enough of the rant. So yes, I am here. I'm back. I'm making a video. I was gone for a couple of weeks because, let's just say my boys needed some attention. I got 3 teenage boys, and they needed some daddy time, big time. And it's the holidays, and I've been busy, and it's been crazy. So, enough of that. Moving on, let me tell you a little bit about what's happening next year, 2016. Starting tomorrow, there will be a brand new video every day. I can't guarantee it will always be a review, but it will always be Magic Reviewed related. But some days it might be an unboxing. Some days it might be, I don't know, maybe a video like the one we're doing today, where it's a summary of some things that happened, but 95% of them will be actual reviews with a written review over at MagicReviewed.com. So, just an update on MagicReviewed.com. I also happen to be a web programmer. I build all my own websites. I've built some other websites out there that you may have seen. JSankey.com I built InsideDeception.com, and a few others. But MagicReviewed.com, that particular server I also use to host some of my web customers. Well, one of my web customers decided to install some malware, he didn't mean to, on his site, and it attacked my whole server, and it brought down all of my sites, including Magic Reviewed. So I got that taken care of, but that shut me down for a day or so, and I had to spend hours fixing that problem. Anyway, whoever hacked me, I hope you get what's coming to you, man. That's just uncool, man. I don't know what the point of that is. Anywho, all right, so Magic Reviewed's back up. I did not finish the new version of it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it'll be live in January of 2016. It's a whole new look, and it has some new functionality and some new things added to it, and hopefully you guys dig it. Anyway, last thing, there is a calendar that I've got now that will just be, you'll be able to link to it. You'll be able to click on it right from MagicReviewed.com. You just click on it, and it'll show you a PDF printout that you can print if you want of every product that's going to be reviewed and what date it will be reviewed. And I'm going to keep that pretty solid. It may change. I might halfway through the month decide, well, I'm going to hold off on reviewing X product and put this product in instead. So it may change a little bit, but generally speaking, if you want to know when I'll be reviewing what, you just click on the link and look at the calendar, and it'll show you. And it's already scheduled out about 40 days into the year. So go check that out. There, just in the description below, link over to magicreviewed.com, and then on there you'll see a link that says review schedule, review calendar, or something like that. I haven't posted it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But by the time this video is live, it'll be one of those things. Anyway, that's enough about the end of the year and the upcoming year. I've got a top 5 countdown for you of the 5 products this year that I was the most impressed with. Now, they aren't necessarily all 5-star products. To be honest, I don't remember if they all are. I'm looking at one, and I know in particular was not. But to me, these products, number one, they're practical. They are not some crazy, outlandish method that is nobody's ever going to do because it's too much work. And I'm generally speaking of close-up magicians. I mean, if I were dealing with stage illusions, then the method being outlandish, it's kind of part of the gig. You know, you have to have the big box and the backdrop and the lighting and the trapdoor and the whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about stuff that most of us that watch this channel do close-up stuff, and they want the more practical stuff that they can carry around in their pocket, or it's, you know, that kind of thing. And so these types of things really struck home with me. Now, I'll admit that this top 5 list is probably the most biased thing you're ever going to see on my channel. It's stuff that I personally liked, regardless of the product quality necessarily, or the teaching quality or whatever. It just so happens that these all mark high there as well. But this is one of the rare times where you'll see me talking about effect more than anything else. But these are things that appeal to me as a performer, and a lot of people have asked me to do that, so that's what I'm giving you. And so on the top 5 list of things that appeal to Jeff Stone, number 5 is Bandwidth by Gregory Wilson. Bandwidth, if you don't remember, is the effect where you have your ring. You can borrow a ring if you want, gold or silver ring, as long as it's just kind of a man's wedding band. You grab it and you stretch the crap out of it. It gets like this long. You stretch it, and then you immediately toss this stretch thing up in the air. But as it goes up in the air, it's now shrunk back down to that ring again. You catch it. You're completely clean. Nothing in your hands. It can be done with short sleeves or the T-shirt. The method is very clever, very simple, and very clean. That's the kind of stuff I like. Super visual. Second, so that's number 5, Gregory Wilson's Bandwidth. Number 4, Scratch by Chad Long. Now, that's an older product, but what it is, it's like the little stickers that are like your old scratch and sniff, not scratch and sniff, but your lottery tickets that you scratch off. And it comes with a DVD that shows you just a ton of different things you can do with it. It comes with like 100 of these stickers that you can peel off the sticker and put it on a playing card, and when you scratch it off, there's something underneath it. You can put it on your money, and all kinds of different things. There's tons of great routines on there, and it's the kind of thing where you just, you know, put a sticker on a dollar bill or whatever, and you can have that bill in your wallet and you're ready to go. Or you can have a card with that on the back of it, and you're ready to go. There's tons of different routines you can do, and Chad Long covers a bunch of them. So out of all the stuff I reviewed this year, that one is the kind, well, except for one exception on this list. But that particular product, it's so easy to just have it in your wallet and just go anytime, anywhere, as long as you have, you know, put the sticker on it. Now, obviously, once you scratch a sticker off, you got to put a new sticker on, and so there is that reset. So you may want to just carry a handful of stickers with you. But it's, you know, Greg Wilson's Bandwidth, the number 5 here on the list, is there is a setup involved, and you have to set yourself up and have it set up throughout the day. It's not a huge deal, but it's not as practical as just throwing your wallet in your pocket and going. Number 3, Journal of Alchemy by Joe Diamond. Now, there's no particular effect here that you're putting in your wallet per se, but what this is, it's about maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10 effects, maybe even a little bit less than that. And it's just a little PDF, and I think it's like $9.95. It's super cheap. And it's now, again, disclaimer, Joe Diamond's a friend of mine, but that doesn't matter. The stuff in here is gold. It's presentational ideas that are amazing. It's combination of principles and concepts brought together to make amazing effects, amazing methods, amazing presentations. It's just an all-around good piece of Joe's brain, is probably the best way to say it. It's just a great way for you to grow in the art of magic. study the stuff that's in there and use it. I mean, he allows you to use it, but I say don't use it. Let it inspire your own stuff. But that book was so inspirational to me. It's one of the best books I've read this year on magic. So I really, really like that one. That's Journal of Alchemy by Joe Diamond. Number 2, Cube Effects by John George and Carl Hein. I'm a Rubik's Cube guy. I'm a cube nerd. I literally, in our home, there are over 100 Rubik's Cubes. Well, cubes. They're not Rubik brand. There's a couple Rubik brand, but speed cubes. And you know, we even have a 1x1 and a 2x2. Look, 1x1. I got one right here. 1x1. That's right. It's already solved. Oh, and let's do some green screen magic. Where'd Jeff's eye go? No. Anyway, so I got a 1x1. We got a bunch of those. I got 2x2. I got little bitty 3x3s. I got big 3x3s, 5x5s, 7x7s. I love the Rubik's Cube. I've been obsessed with it since 1980 when I got my first Rubik's Cube. And I've owned over the years hundreds of them. And there are in this home hundreds of them, at least 100. Anyway, so that's why I'm very biased on this particular one. But for $75, you get 3 DVDs. One of them is just a DVD, bonus DVD about how to solve the cube and every method. You know, the basic method, the advanced method, the speed cube method, the blindfold method, and there's a legitimate way to solve it blindfold. It's all on this DVD. But putting that one aside, the other 2 DVDs are routines and presentations and performance ideas from Carl Hein and from John George. Some of them are as simple as you just carry a cube with you, which I usually have one in my backpack or in my car. I even sometimes have one in my pocket. If I know I'm going to be standing in line for a while somewhere, I'll bring a Rubik's Cube to play around while I'm standing in line. So some of them just require you have a regular cube on you. Others require a little bit more elaborate setup, like a paper bag and a couple extra cubes and even a gimmicked cube and so forth. It just depends on what your range of interest is, but it covers everything. And for $75, you get a buttload of great cube-related magic. So, number 5, Bandwidth by Gregory Wilson. Number 4, Scratch by Chad Long. Number 3, Journal of Alchemy by Joe Diamond. Number 2, Cube Effects by John George and Carl Hein. And the number 1 product that I reviewed this year, in my less than humble opinion, is Germai's Mind by Luc Germay. It's $150 for 4 DVDs, and if you're into mentalism, you absolutely must get this. And you guys know me, I don't normally recommend or demand that you buy products, but I'm telling you, if you are into mentalism, especially if you're sort of in the late beginner to early intermediate stage, this is where this fits, and it's just perfect. And it's the kind of stuff that just Luc Germay puts together some principles that have been around forever, and he combines them in such a way that it just seems impossible what he's doing. It's like real mind reading. Anyway, there is a bonus, and I don't know if this is number 0 on the list or what, but this one, out of everything I've reviewed, is the one I've used the most, and it's in my wallet, and where's my wallet? It's right here in my wallet. And never leave home without it. And that is Dreamweaver by Paul Carnazzo. And it's just this little card. It's called the Dream Builder card. And it lets you get in the head of the spectator and tell them about a dream they've had. So they think of a dream that they, like maybe a reoccurring dream or something like that. And they try to narrow it down to one word, which is, a word that might be on this list here, and they think of the word. They don't have to say anything. They just think of the word, and based on the way they handle the card, you're able to know what word they're thinking of. And then based on that, you can extrapolate, do a little bit of cold reading, and sort of dive in and cold read and figure out what the dream is. And you can be surprised how often you can tell details about a dream based on just knowing what the one word is. It's amazing. I keep that in my wallet everywhere I go. So that's the 6th item on the list. I know it wasn't quite a top 5, but that is my favorite thing that I do on the list here. So that's it. Happy New Year, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on January 1st, where day 1, the very first product we'll be reviewing is Unbelievalope, which, if you saw my last review, Steve Shufton's Fabulous, at the end of that I said the next video would be Unbelievalope. So It's coming tomorrow, January 1st. So Happy New Year. Let's end the year off with a bang and see what the random iTunes song of the moment is. Hopefully it's something party-like. Oh, yeah. This is a great tune.
How dare you say that my behavior is unacceptable?
Never been a big Maroon 5 fan. That's Harder to Breathe by Maroon 5. But after watching The Voice, I just love Adam Levine. I think he's just like a super nice guy and just a cool, down-to-earth guy. And I love what he does for his team that he coaches on that show. And I've really just gained a ton of respect for him as an artist and as a person. And so I started diving into their music a little bit, and I realized they got a lot of great tunes that I was not aware of. So I just recently bought this with my Christmas iTunes gift card. I got about $40 worth of iTunes gift cards on Christmas. So that's Maroon 5, Harder to Breathe. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2016 with Unbelievable. Peace and out, folks.